Aunt Tilly was one of my favorite characters from my 2021 book, Under the Southern Sky. She was a very secondary character in that book. If you've started reading Summer State of Mind, or if you read Under the Southern Sky, you might remember or know now that she's this very eccentric Southern aunt. She spent her entire life in the East Wing of her childhood home, Dogwood, and she adds almost a little bit of like a Southern Gothic element to Under the Southern Sky. She's kind of like this kind of ghostly figure, like roaming the halls. And one of the things about her is she's always sort of pretending to be someone that she's not, down to, you know, what she's wearing, to sort of cover up some of this like childhood trauma that she has had, that you learn a lot more about in Summer State of Mind than we ever knew about her in Under the Southern Sky. But of every character that I have ever written, I got the most emails from readers about Aunt Tilly, wanting to know more about her, wanting more of her backstory, just being really intrigued by her character. And I loved writing her. She was just one of those characters that really stuck with me. She felt like a little bit of a typecast of someone that maybe we all know in the South. And so she was a really interesting and fun character for me to write. And so when it came time to write this novel, I wasn't really necessarily planning on including Aunt Tilly at all. But I started thinking about Daisy, this nurse, and her story and what her journey was going to be. And it felt like there were pieces of Tilly's story that could really help put together pieces of Daisy's story. And it just became kind of this obvious thing that Aunt Tilly would be a protagonist of this novel, and that we would get to learn a lot more about her and really watch her. Daisy and Tilly in some ways are a little bit of a foil for each other, because we're watching Daisy's life sort of fall apart in real time. And we're watching Tilly, after decades and decades of falling apart, kind of finally put her life back together again. So I really liked these two women being foils for each other, and sort of seeing their journeys and opposite ends of the spectrum and how they really help each other along the way. So I hope you enjoy Aunt Tilly and her journey as much as I loved writing her. I have a real soft spot for her.